morning I'm making buttermilk biscuits with maple bourbon bacon gravy. My husband's been waiting anxiously for this. So let's get started on Darlene's table. All right, we're going to start with half of the bacon. We're going to fry to crispy a whole pound. We're going to do this in 2 batches and remove to a paper-lined plate. Here's the second half. Now I drained the bacon grease, and then I put in 2 tablespoons of the bourbon to deglaze the pan. But be careful, add this bourbon slowly because it could flame up on you. Now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the butter. I'm going to add a total of 5. Now I'll add a little more of the bourbon. See, I still haven't added it all, but it's a total of 4 tablespoons. All right, and now I'm going to add the other butter, 2 more tablespoons. We'll always do it this way when we're making gravy. You're going to always cook your flour with whatever fat you use. All right, I'm using a full quart of half and half. You can add more or less, whatever thickness you desire. All right, now we're going to set the gravy aside and start on the buttermilk biscuits. I'm going to start with a frozen stick of plus gras butter. This is a French butter, very high quality, high fat, and less moisture than the American types. You can buy it at all the stores. I only use it for this. So into the dry ingredients, which is the baking powder, the baking soda, and the flour. And we're going to toss this gently. Don't want to melt it, just toss it. Now I'm going to make a well and add the buttermilk. You want very cold buttermilk. Don't let this sit out on the counter. Now this is important, and I did emphasize it in the recipe to just stir this about 15, 16 times. So you're going to flour lightly, and we're going to turn it out on a pastry sheet, or you can do it on your counter, and pull this together. So it's about a 5x9 rectangle. And you want to go over it lightly. Don't press real hard. Just very lightly so you can spread it out. Now you're going to fold this over. Fold it over, and we're going to turn it into another 9x5 rectangle. We're going to do this 4 to 5 times. Remember, go over that lightly. You're not pressing. All right. Now you want this about 1 inch thick. I used a 2 1/4 biscuit cutter or round cutter, 2 1/4 inches, about 1 inch thick. All right, and while these are baking, I'm going to reheat my gravy and add the brown sugar. If you want to taste it and add salt and pepper, whatever you think it needs. I think it needed a little more half and half. It got too thick. And I'm going to add the crispy bacon to it now. The biscuits only take about 15 minutes. There we go. So nice. Top it with melted butter. All right, look at the flaky. See the layers? That's from the butter. Okay, now, this is like the second time I've made these. This gravy is awesome. You have got to give it a try. This was my husband's plate, and he does love his pepper. He thinks pepper needs pepper. Buttermilk biscuits with maple bourbon bacon gravy. Oh my goodness, let me tell you about something absolutely delicious. Imagine fluffy clouds that you can eat That's the buttermilk biscuit. They're like warm hugs for your tummy, and guess what? They have a special friend, Maple Bacon Bourbon Gravy. Yes, you heard it right. It's a magical gravy that tastes like sweet maple syrup, smoky bacon, and a grown-up ingredient called bourbon, all mixed together. It's like a party in your mouth, and when you put this yummy gravy on top of those biscuits, it's like they're having the best dance party ever. It's important to take small bites so you can really taste all the amazing flavors working together. I really hope you will give this a try soon. Of course, you can find this recipe on my new and improved website, darlenestable.com. So come back to see me soon, right here on Darlene's Table.